I'm here to talk to you today about a mission moment, marketing and outreach. And I've always been, I think I've had my foot in the marketing area for quite some time, even when I was in the technical world. I was always doing public speaking about technology and programming and this and that, and really all those things that probably most of you would fall asleep to. This kind of stuff you just don't fall asleep to. What we do here inspires us and motivates us and excites us, and it certainly does for me and my wife. And thank you for allowing me to speak with you today. As I said, this will be the third year that I've actually participated in the Walk to End Alzheimer's. The first year was my team was my wife and I, and I think we hit every. I think I spoke at every, probably except for one. I think I spoke at every Promise Garden ceremony the first year, I participated in and raised funds for the Walk to End Alzheimer's for the last 3 years, and interestingly enough, it's 3 years into my Alzheimer's diagnosis. I was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at the age of 51, early stage, younger onset Alzheimer's, and that was back in 2016. And again, that was my team was my wife and I. Last year at our Walk to End Alzheimer's in Bradley Beach, we did a little bit better. We had 20 in our team. That's a good thing. I'm really putting the pressure on myself this year, and because I'm looking to double the size of the team, so I'm going to try to get 40 people on my team, and I've already begun recruiting. I'm really going to recruit heavily in my church. I'm going to put some of that good old-fashioned Christian guilt on them. Make sure they join me, and we'll see how that goes. So much time and effort, heart and soul goes into the walk events, and Kim and I have learned that firsthand. Last year, when with the members of the committee for the Bradley Beach Walk, it's just amazing every time to be at the committee meetings and participating in the meetings and seeing all the joy. I think I share with you the experience of joy and excitement of the day, of the walk day, or days. Some people actually attend more than one. I think most of you probably attend more than one, regardless of the weather, right? I think a few of us have been in, it's sleeting, cold, rain, whipping in your face, but you're there because regardless of that, the experience and the joy just puts all of that away. We fundraise and attend because we're part of a large family of people passionately fighting to end this insidious disease and support those living with Alzheimer's and their caregivers and families. When I came in this morning, I felt like I was coming to a family reunion. Everybody's hugging everybody and just giving everybody, just loving on each other, and that's something that you see. At a family reunion, but that's something that you also see at the walks too, each year, because everybody's there and everyone's looking forward to the walk, to that day, to that 3 or 4 or 5 hours on that Saturday or Sunday in the fall. There you go. I thought my monitor just turned off, but that's one of the problems with technology. You don't have to deal with paper. For people like myself living with Alzheimer's, the experience is just a little unique in the way that, because of my illness, when I go to an event like the Walk to End Alzheimer's, sometimes I'm sort of like a deer in the headlights or a dog chasing after a shiny object. And Kim has to reel me in. She's got to take me by the hand and kind of direct me here and there, because I'll just start walking off here or there and talk to this person, talk to that person, and that's just the way the disease affects me. These days it's kind of, everything's kind of just bouncing around in my head, and I tend to lose focus. But it's all good. It has to do with overstimulation. You're probably familiar with that from some of your educational classes that you've taken, but it's all good, and it's all for fun, and I certainly have a blast when I go. Like I said, I had the honor and the pleasure to speak at the Promise Garden ceremony the last 2 years. I actually spoke at the Atlantic City Walk last year. And as I stood and on the stage and I looked out over the sea of purple, yellow, orange, and blue flowers, I couldn't help the feeling that so many different emotions when you look at the faces of the people in the crowd. It's because they're looking up at you, and so you're looking down at them, and you can see just so much. Unfortunately, you see sadness and you see loss. But you could also see and feel hope as well. You could see and feel hope more than anything. Participating in the walk is an expression of, I love and miss you, fill in the blank. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, husband, wife, partner. I imagine the people saying, we're here today for love, for your memory, and because we have hope. I love the way that people express love and pay tribute to their loved ones with their team shirts, their group photos, paintings of their faces, stickers, tutus, usually worn by men, and the unmistakable sea of purple shirts, pants, and shoes, and wigs. I walk because my dad, who lives with us, has mixed vascular and Alzheimer's. My dad's father and his brother had a neurodegenerative disease, most likely Alzheimer's back then. There was no way to tell, or a mix. I walk for them, and I walk for my daughter and my future grandkids, whom, if I'm blessed, I will be here to see. That's on my bucket list. It's really about generations and legacy. Our goal is to one day have a walk where a person formerly diagnosed with Alzheimer's has survived due to a cure from medical research, and that's why clinical trials are so important, and is able to raise the white flower at a garden ceremony. That person will likely be one that has been in a clinical trial, and that's why trials are so important and why I also participate in clinical trial. I'm actually in my 21st month. I did 19 months of the placebo-controlled, and I just entered into the open label. I'll be in that for about 5 to 7 years. The walk attendees and volunteers will know that they had a direct and intrinsic contribution to this great white flower event, and that is awesome. I was looking at the photos from the last 2 years to prepare for my media storm to recruit my teammates. It reminded me how much fun the walks are, but it also reminded me how much time, preparation, and dedication go into the event. I recall all the cheerful and encouraging emails I received from Joanne, Melissa, Christine, and the rest of the committee team. I recall the monthly meetings where we all brought ideas to the table and participating in the pre-walk fundraising events. All of these events work to create more awareness for the walk, for Alzheimer's as a public health crisis, and for the association. Listen, I'm looking forward to Blue Claws. What is it, AAA baseball? Yeah. Yeah, I can't do a full Yankee Stadium-like thing. That just blows my mind. I gotta cool down, tranquil, Blue Claws singing, just perfect. Yeah, they're pretty mellow. Yeah, good. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that this year. But that's really been my experience, and I thank you for allowing me to share with you a little bit about what I've participated in and what I've been living for the walk to end Alzheimer's the last couple of years. And so I'll yield back the remainder of my time. You've heard that before, right?